Are you shopping for a new radiator? Well, make sure you watch this video first to avoid being scammed. There are two major scams that you need to be aware of when shopping for radiators. The first is that many radiators are being advertised in a way that's purposely designed to mislead you. See, a radiator's heat output is meaningless if it's not accompanied by what's known as a delta rating. This is because the heat output of a radiator is determined by the temperature of the water inside it, and this is what the delta represents. There are a lot of retailers out there listing radiators for sale with seemingly high heat outputs displayed in watts or BTUs. However, the heat output they display is not accompanied by a delta rating, so it doesn't actually mean anything. It would be like selling a car based on its top speed without mentioning the engine size, or like saying something reaches 100 degrees but not mentioning whether it's centigrade or Fahrenheit. It's designed to trick you into thinking the product is better than it is. It's also against the law, as it's a legal requirement specified under BS-EN 442, which is the regulation that governs the sale of radiators, that a radiator's heat output must be advertised at both delta 50 and delta 30. This is to ensure that you can easily compare when shopping for a new one. It's also important to note when comparing radiators that delta ratings above 50, for example delta 60 or delta 70, do not mean that a radiator is more powerful. All radiators could be advertised at these ratings because it just relates to the operating temperature of your heating system. The reason radiators are not supposed to be advertised using these ratings is because modern heating systems do not operate at these temperatures. If a retailer isn't complying with this legal requirement, it's unlikely they are complying with the rest of the legal requirements specified under BS-EN 442. The radiator's heat outputs have probably not been tested, and the required safety tests have probably not been performed. Avoiding this scam is pretty simple. Never buy a radiator where the heat output is not accompanied by a delta rating. Now, the second scam that you need to be aware of is that retailers are advertising radiators with significantly overstated heat outputs. There are some massive retailers doing this, so don't think it's as simple as buying from a retailer that's well known. Unfortunately, it's not. This scam is a lot harder to spot though, as the retailers overstating their heat outputs will often display all of the correct information. They will say that the radiators comply with BS-EN 442 and will even fraudulently put CE and UKCA markings on their packaging. We have proven this to be the case in a recent video we made where we purchased, took to an authorised lab and tested samples from 5 major retailers and found that all of them were massively overstating the advertised heat outputs. The full video is available on our website and on our YouTube channel. To avoid falling for this scam, make sure you only buy radiators where you can see independent third-party verification of the heat outputs being advertised. At UK Radiators, all of our radiators are advertised with genuine delta-rated heat outputs. Our radiators have been tested in the UK by BISRIA, and the heat outputs that we advertise have been verified by 2 independent third parties, FE and the Manufacturers Association for Radiators and Convectors. But with that said, wherever you buy your radiators from, please take your time and don't fall for these scams, as they will cost you money through significantly increased heating bills. Thank you for watching this video. You made it till the end, so you must have thought it was pretty good. That said, we think we can do even better. So click here to subscribe to the channel and make sure you don't miss out. And then when you've done that, click here to watch another video.